From the first spark of an idea to the final frame on screen, filmmaking is built on a series of collaborative steps. Pre-production brings vision to life through planning and imagination. Production transforms that vision into reality with teamwork, creativity, and persistence. Post-production shapes the story's emotion and meaning, proving that every detail matters. And distribution shares that story with a world far beyond where it was created.
Yeah, it would have been from the College of Arts and Sciences. Okay. Well, I wondered if, so basically what we do is like every year we have this screening after our Get On Set initiative. And this year we shot on campus, on UofSC's campus, and it's like the same thing. Like we're working with the film commission, we're having students be on set, all that. And I wondered if maybe I could invite Mayor Rickerman and you and like your team, just because I talked to him a little bit at the premiere on Friday, and I also kind of felt like there was this opportunity for him to meet with Matt Storm, who's the film commissioner. And I don't know, I just wanted to pick your brain about that. Like, I want to invite all of you to that screening, which is also at the Nick, but then also if there's like a way that I could connect you.
I'm Dustin Whitehead. I am acting professor at the University of South Carolina, also a filmmaker and one of the founders and artistic director of Local Cinema Studios. I've heard the saying that a movie is made in pre-production, and as an actor I was always like, how does that make sense? And then I started making movies myself and realized how much goes into planning. Pre-production just tends to sort of take a lot more energy and attention than people might assume. I find it really important, especially for narrative filmmaking, when you have large teams and actors and multiple locations in one day, and just, the more you get done in pre-production, the less chaotic set will be. The biggest challenge of filmmaking in general, especially narrative filmmaking, is that you have a lot of voices in the room, a lot of creative minds, a lot of ideas, a lot of different skills going into making the final product. And pre-production is an opportunity to align all of those ideas, all of those people. If you try to just do it all on the day that you're shooting, it can be really messy and things can get dropped. But if you can think of it ahead of time, if you can have the conversations, if you can lay out the spreadsheets and the checklists and have the conversations with the creatives ahead of time, then you can have a shorthand on set to be able to work more efficiently, to get more done in a shorter amount of time and achieve your goals of making the project the best thing that it can be. All of these things, lining them out ahead of time, makes production much, much more efficient.
And familiar. So, and whenever you're ready, Joe.
Great. All right.
So my name is Bill Grant. I am part owner, co-owner, partner at As Told by Video Production Agency. We don't have a standard size crew. So, when we are going in to do interviews as a standard thing, if I'm taking, 3 or 4 or 5 lights, I'm taking 2 cameras. I'm going to have at least 2 camera people there. Generally, I want a wide camera that's going to get wides or mediums and a close-up camera that's going to get close-ups, and I want somebody to man every camera, right? So that's how we determine everything. I don't generally hire, gaffers and grips and audio people separately. I want people who can do almost all of it, and then we just assign roles as we see the roles need to be assigned. We don't want to go into somebody's business or nonprofit or organization and disrupt everything for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. We want to be able to go in there efficiently. We want to have a small team. We want to travel with a small footprint, and we want people to have that experience of us not disrupting them, too much. There's so much variety in the way we shoot and what we do, that there's not really a standard. As we're going on site, we'll have 30, 45 minutes of preparation, packing stuff, making sure we've got everything. Traveling to the site, we typically take 20, 30 minutes to set up for formal stuff like doing interviews or whatever it is. So tomorrow we're shooting Vista Lights, and it's going to be 2 guys guerrilla shooting through the streets, and so there'll be their cameras and audio stuff, but no other real preparation needed, and so It just kind of depends. If we're doing formal interviews, you know, we're a little bit more kind of together. We take a lot more gear.
What is the most demanding aspect of the production stage?
The production end, you know, it's schedules. It's making sure people are available for the amount of time that you need, that the facility's there, that there's not some security light that you can't turn off that throws the color off on the whole room. None of that's that big of a deal, especially if you understand how to interview people and how to get the right story out of them.
I don't have an initial memory because it's always been something she's done, but I really think that my memories being involved with her was when I started to get involved in things that she was passionate about and had started.
Sharon tends to be the kind of person that gets stuff done. She's a get stuff done kind of person. You call her when you want to get stuff done. She also doesn't like you to waste your time.
And Sharon has demonstrated that for over 3 decades through her service to others, the way she lives her life, her faith, her family, and her joy.
Getting the story out of them is the biggest, you know, is the biggest obstacle we always face, because once you get that story, it's really just up to the editor to tell it well and to understand how it's told well.
I am Cliff Springs. I am the founder and CEO of Genesis Studios. So I oversee everything that happens here. At the same time, in addition to running the business aspect of it, I am an artist and a creative at my core, so I continue to be a part of the creation process. I did not go into this industry so I could be a business person. I came into this industry because I love to create things, and so that is what we do.
My name is Todd Johnson, and I've been here as an intern since 2018. I joined full-time in 2019 after graduating from UofSC, and been here ever since. I have pretty much done everything that you can think of when it comes to production, post-production, pre-production, and here at Genesis, we don't have that many employees, so everyone has to do a little bit of everything.
Our strongest suit is probably post-production, and that is because we are able to do a lot in-house that a lot of other companies have to go out of house to complete. We've got, I believe, an artistic sense about our post-production that really only one other company that I know of in South Carolina can do things on a comparable level to that.
Editing is something that you get good at over time. You can't just start and be good. To motivate yourself to push through on a project, I think you have to know what finishing a project feels like, because I think the first one will always be the hardest. Just, you don't understand the satisfaction you get of looking at something after it's done and saying, hey, I helped on that, or hey, I did that. Once you get and you see that and you see it on TV, it's a very good, you know, it's not an ego stroke, but it feels good to see that you've done something, and something that it involves things that you love, and you made money doing something that you love.
Though, through each stage, one truth remains.
I think it's so important that people create films wherever they are, with the people that they want to create with. That's where you learn what type of projects you're excited about. It's where you learn culture and work-life balance. It's where you find inspiration and meaning in all of it.
All of this is storytelling. I just love being able to tell a good story. I love being able to kind of weave it together in such a way that I can connect people to stories that they may not have understood if we didn't tell it. I want to know that we've got the story. I want to know that we've been able to connect the pieces emotionally for people.
The advice that I would give to anybody when we have student groups come through here, high school students, college students, whatever it may be, I give them a couple pieces of advice. First is practice. Practice, practice, practice. Doing writing, creating video, shooting video, editing video, all those things. It's no different than playing a musical instrument, no different than playing a sport. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. If you're not getting better, there's a problem. You need to go into another profession. But just like with anything, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. So that goes back to some advice I gave earlier. Know your craft. Know how to do what it is you're trying to do. It's okay to stretch yourself, push yourself to learn new things. We're always learning new things. But always be learning in a way that helps you accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Help you get what's out of your head onto the screen, onto the paper, onto whatever it may be.
Learn everything that you can learn. The world isn't California. The world isn't Georgia, Atlanta area. If you want to move there, be my guest. It's crazy. But it wasn't for me. That's why I stayed in town. But if you're going to be working in production in a smaller area with no unions or anything like that, you have to learn how to do everything.
You don't need fancy equipment, a large crew, or to live in Hollywood or New York to make meaningful work.
But you can make films anywhere, and you can bounce around. That's what I love about Columbia, is that a filmmaker could bounce around different departments, try different things, and serve whatever the project needs at the time. And a film project needs a group of people in a room willing to lean in, show up, communicate, do the work to achieve the goal of that specific project.
You just need a community that believes in storytelling, the courage to create, and the determination to keep going.
I think that if you are creative and you have the drive, the willpower to make something, you can make anything. Whether that is pre-production, post-production, during production, you can learn the knowledge. The knowledge is out there, and it's readily available. You don't have to sit through lectures or anything like that. I know this is for university, but believe me, the knowledge is out there. You can learn how to do this stuff. Anyone can learn how to do this stuff.
We're all multifaceted artists. We're all capable of doing various jobs. But I think if we're making it all the steps of the way, and that it still feels like not just fun, but value, then I think that we have a chance, at having a career in making movies.
This is Columbia's story, and a reminder that powerful films can come from anywhere.